Kia ora boys, welcome to this pre-season training video where we're going to take a look at your weight training, in particular your strength and power, and this cycle is going to run from the 28th of March through to the 24th of April, so make sure you take a look at the video, watch it all the way through, but pay close attention to the goals and also the technique or the demonstrations of exercises towards the end. So just having a look at some quick goals for this cycle. First of all, we've got 3 sessions per week for you. One of those is going to be an upper body, the other is going to be a lower body, and the third is going to be a technique session where we continue to develop your effort and your technique around your power cleans and your hand cleans, and maybe even look at getting some snatches in there. So 3 sessions per week. Now you have 3 opportunities to do those. The technique work happens on a Wednesday after school. I'll be hosting that one. The other 2 sessions can be done where you can fit them in. Otherwise, you can negotiate with Luke, and he is prepared to come in Monday mornings and Wednesday mornings. But the only thing is that's quite a trip for him, and it's a big ask to come in early in the morning. So if you are going to do that, make sure you talk with him about it. Make sure you decide on what time you're going to be there. And don't screw him around, please. Make sure you turn up to that if that's what you want to do, or that's the option you choose to do. Throughout the cycle, we're doing less volume, but a much higher intensity. So the loads are going to be higher. So we're working at a higher intensity, but the volume, the repetitions and the sets are going to be a lot less, and that just links into the stage of the season that we're in. We're hoping for big increases in strength, so we're working in that 3 to 6 rep range, and increase in power, which we're going to do through the use of sprints, box jumps, hand cleans and power cleans, which we have been doing some work on already, so keep that up. So I'm just going to speak a little bit on the upper body and the lower body days, taking a look at the upper body first. So the first exercise is bench press or a dumbbell incline press. Now when I've got an or there, it means that you choose one or the other, but you stay with that one for the first cycle. So for those 4 weeks, whichever one you pick there, you stay with it. And you'll also see in the notes there that the first 2 exercises are superset. What that means is that if you choose bench press, you're going to go and do 1 set of bench press, so 1 set of 6, and then you're going to follow that up with a 20-meter sprint, and that's going to happen for each of those sets there. So by the end of your bench press, you would have done 3 sets of 6 of the bench press, and in between, for your rest period, I guess, you would have done 1 sprint in between each of those sets. We follow that up with pull-ups or bent over row, whichever you choose. Now if you choose a bent over row, your repetitions are in there. If you happen to choose pull-ups, I really just want you to do pull-ups to failure, so do as many pull-ups as you can. Push press, that's stock standard. Hand clean in there as well, followed by some mountain climbers. Now all of these exercises are demonstrated after the 4 slides, so watch through and you can see those exercises demonstrated. But if you have any questions or you're not sure how to do something, make sure you come and see Luke or I, and we can run you through those and make sure you're lifting safely and correctly. In terms of lower body, same thing as I mentioned with upper body. You're choosing squat or leg press, and you're maintaining that through the 4 weeks. The first exercise, squat or leg press, will be superset with some box jumps. Note on the box jumps, you start from the step and you drop down, and we're trying to explode off the ground. I see a lot of people start on the ground, and the time on the ground is kind of their rest or their transition, but what we want is your rest or transition happens on the step, so that when we hit the ground, it's a big explosion, springing back up onto the step. That's the proper way to do box jumps. Hamstring curl or deadlift, dumbbell step-ups, have a look at that video. Be really explosive with that. Slam your foot down and explode up from your lead leg. Don't push off from your bottom leg, so take a look at that video at the back there. And then you have a plank just to finish that up. Now on these exercises, when we're looking at the reps and the sets, it's really important that for the repetitions, you are doing a load or a weight that you can only do for that set amount. If you find that you've selected a load and you get to 6 repetitions and you feel like you could do another 3, push through and do those, but note that next time, the next set you do, you really need to increase the weight. We're trying to hit those targets, and we try to hit them for a reason, and that's because we're focusing on strength and we're trying to get stronger. So to do that, we need to make sure we're lifting heavy and hitting those targets, okay?